Well, we know quite a lot. I mean, he's been a central figure in Scottish Roman Catholicism for many decades. I'm standing outside his official residence, in fact, in the south of Edinburgh, where the Cardinal is holed up inside there tonight. He's not issuing any statements this evening. He's not given any interviews. He only issued that resignation, which was confirmed by the Vatican, in which he didn't directly address the allegations against him, but he did say that for any good that I've done, his statement read, "I thank God. For any failures, I apologise to all who I offended." So, you know, some words there that may be taken as consolation for some who have been watching the spectacular downfall of this figure. A figure who, remember, Becky, has been vocal in his support of church doctrine on homosexuality, on gay marriage, on gay adoption, things like that. In other words, he's been vocally opposed to it. For such a man to be embroiled in essentially a gay sex scandal is very surprising indeed. Take a listen. At evening mass, the faithful in Edinburgh have yet another scandal from which to be delivered. The resignation of Cardinal Keith O'Brien, one of Britain's most senior Roman Catholic clerics, has come as a shock.
It has shocked me greatly. It really has, because he looked like a really good, lovely, upright man.
I'm obviously very sad for the, what's happening in the church and the example it's giving, whether it's true or not. What has been said, it's obviously a very sad day for the church.
The sudden departure follows this newspaper report in which 4 priests, 3 current, 1 former, accused Cardinal O'Brien of having what they called inappropriate relations with them in the 1980s. The implication is of homosexual contact. The Cardinal denies the allegations, but his resignation letter reads, "For any good I have been able to do, I thank God. For any failures, I apologise to all whom I have offended." Well, here's the thing. Cardinal Keith O'Brien has been a vocal defender of church doctrine on homosexuality and same-sex marriage, publicly rejecting them both. Supporters say he has voiced liberal views on the celibacy of priests, suggesting that they should be allowed to marry women. But on the issue of gay rights, he's often come across as a hardliner. All the more surprising, then, that a scandal of this nature should end his career. It's damaging for the Vatican, too. Already mired in paedophile sex scandals, it's trying to shore up its reputation ahead of the papal election in March. Cardinal O'Brien had been preparing to vote in that conclave, recently speaking of his worries.
I will respond as well as I possibly can to the will of God for me at this time, and to the will of God for the Roman Catholic Church at this time.
But now he won't be going to the Vatican at all, preferring, he said, for attention to be focused on Pope Benedict and his successor, not on this scandal surrounding him at home. Well, Becky, even though the Cardinal has resigned, he still keeps his title of Cardinal. He also still keeps his right to travel to the conclave and cast his vote for the next Pope, if he chooses to do so. But for the reasons we just mentioned, he's decided that he wants to stay here in Edinburgh and keep away from the very harsh media spotlight.